Everybody, we are out here today building some raised beds for the garden, and we're doing it for free. How are we doing it for free, you ask? Well, see these wood pallets right behind me? We are going to be building the raised beds out of these wood pallets. Thankfully, we found some really good quality ones on the side of the road. Somebody was doing a construction project and they no longer needed them. Their trash was our treasure. We're going to show you exactly how to make these raised garden beds out of wood pallets. It's really easy because most of the work is actually already done for you, and we're going to show you how to make it look really professional and not just, you know, a bunch of wood pallets kind of meshed together. A few things to know about wood pallets is that it's not the best quality wood. When you're building wood pallet beds or building anything with wood pallets, I wouldn't have like a 15-20 year expectation of use out of them like you might with like cedar or a nice piece of wood. This wood is usually only heat treated, or sometimes it's actually treated with chemicals. So before using wood pallets for like a vegetable garden, I would definitely look at the side of the wood pallet to see if it indicates that it was heat treated. If it's heat treated, it should be okay to come in contact with soil and not have any type of like chemicals go into that soil. If it doesn't indicate that it's heat treated, I would definitely use caution before using that wood that will come in contact with your soil and in turn go into your vegetables. So just keep those things in mind when you're using wood pallets. All right, let's get started. All the tools you'll need. We're using 2.5-inch screws, but you can recycle the nails if you want to truly keep this project free. You'll need 4 sides total, so you'll need 1 whole wood pallet plus 1/4 of one other pallet. This particular wood pallet has 12 panels on it, so we are cutting at 4 panels in so that we can have 3 even sides. You can use a circular saw to cut this, or if you don't have a circular saw, you can use a hand saw. The circular saw is definitely going to be much faster though, and a lot easier. Cut your pallets into thirds. You can use a crowbar to peel the backside off for the trim. That way it's an even cleaner and more professional look. I'll show you how we take these nails out. Removing the nails is as simple as flipping the piece of wood over, hammering the nails in a little bit, and then yanking them out the other side. If you leave them on, it will just minimize the amount of space that you have for soil. Now we have our 4 even panels, and we are ready to assemble. We're grabbing 2.5-inch screws, and you just put the sides up right next to each other, and you'll screw in at an angle from this side into here.
And then we're putting the side that the forklift is supposed to lift up on the pallet on the inside, so it hides it, so it's all nice and clean, so you don't have a U shape on the outside.
We're securing with 4 screws down the pallet. Just keep framing it up and connecting the pieces, making sure that J shape or the U shape's on the inside. All you really need is to get them connected in the 4 panels. If you want to get fancy with it, stay tuned. We'll show you how to add trim to the top. For the trim, we just need to grab 1 piece of the wood that we've pried off. Then you just put that piece of wood right on there for the top trim. It's optional, but it's going to be a nice look. You're going to have to cut about 1.5 inches to fit those sides in there flush. I'm sitting here next to our done raised garden beds. They're looking really beautiful. I'm so impressed with how these turned out, considering the fact that they were made from free wood pallets. A super easy project as well, because most of the cuts and everything are already done and assembled. It's kind of just a matter of disassembling a little bit and reassembling back together. We have some that have the trim on them and some that do not. Some are larger, like as you see in the back, and some are going to be shorter for various different looks in the garden. I definitely recommend the trim because it adds just that little bit of technical flair, and it's a great place to put like your drinks and your garden utensils or your garden tools and all of your harvest and everything. I definitely recommend lining the inside of these beds to further extend the life of the beds with plastic. You can staple that plastic to the inside. Another method to further extend the life of these garden beds would be to paint them, or you can stain them as well. I personally don't like the idea of staining them and having that wood come in contact with my vegetable garden. Painting your garden beds is a great option to lock out more moisture and further extend the life of these wood pallets. That wraps everything up. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and also hit that subscribe button down below for more garden videos, projects, homesteading, farm to table type videos. Thank you so much for watching.